Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and let's today have another talk about Ripple and XRP. For this video, we again give away $200 worth of crypto if this video can get 299 likes within 24 hours. So make sure you press the like button on this video, comment something down below, and make sure you have the notification bell on. Sologenic said on Twitter, breaking news. CoinField Exchange introduces Sologenic built on XRP Ledger to issue stock and fiat-backed stablecoins. Go to sologenic.com to learn more. And you can see a lot of people are really happy about this. And here you can see Salomon actually went to come back here with the roadmap from Sologenic. November 2019, Sologenic official announcement. December, Solo token release. Solo VIP pre-sale. Solo IEO public launch. File securities brokerage license. That's a good one. Solo trading enabled in mid Q1 2020, Solo crypto card launch, decentralized exchange launch, securities trading enabled. So they got a pretty interesting roadmap, quite a lot of developments coming up relatively soon here, and I think it is actually looking quite good. Looking at the whole article though on Yahoo Finance, you can see CoinField introduces Sologenic built on XP Ledger, and you can see that they have tried their best to give us a little bit of info without needing to go to the Sologenic website. CoinField reveals full details of Sologenic, a sophisticated ecosystem that facilitates trading of on-demand tokenized assets, including stocks and ETFs from 25 plus global stock exchanges or fiat-backed stablecoins on top of the XRP ledger. Now, of course, again, they're going to be introducing Solo coins at one point in the future, and I don't completely know yet what I think about that. These are just tokens that are kind of tradable on the CoinField exchange up till date, but later on, they're going to be coming on their own DX from Solo. I don't completely know what I think about that or where I think it is useful as of yet, but I mean, Solo holders are eligible to obtain a free crypto card. Kind of wondering if you are already eligible for that if you have $1 worth of Solo, but again, this is all going to be quite cool. It's one of CoinField's projects on the XP Ledger, and I mean, they're working with things, right? They're working on things, and again, keep in mind, this is built on the XRP Ledger, which is the only reason I actually cover it, because Solo itself, I really don't care about. It's just that it's built upon the XRP Ledger, which is, again, another development, and also what the plans are is looking like quite a big project. Again, I do not have enough information surrounding exactly what's going to be changing, or how huge it's going to be, as it could also be that this is not going to be a success, but it's professionally built, it's really quite amazing, and here you can actually see how much money you need to have in it to get what type of card. 500 to 10,000, plastic black one, metal black one, black executive metal one, and here a carbon fiber one if you have more than 400,000 Solo. You can see the site looks really, really cool. Good roadmap here, and you can see some more information about it. 400 million max supply. One Solo is 25 cents. So 4 Solo is $1. You're going to need 100,000 in Solo to get the biggest card. XRP Research Center says on Twitter, am I the only guy who wasn't invited to Swell? All Things Crypto raises his hand and says, oh, me too, man. Dave Jones says, in my opinion, he clearly deserved that invite. They are likely looking for max exposure and so require a corresponding YouTube channel as well. Big fan of your content and contributors you make towards community, but perhaps this isn't the best take. And he says he was just joking, yada yada. I think he deserves it as well. You know, XP Research Center, 25,000 followers specifically for XRP, because that's all he posts. That's a pretty big influencer, right? And given objective information and news, I don't really see how that's not a person you would want to have on your event, right? I want to say one of the biggest, because in theory still, for XRP only news and very well known name in the XRP community, to not get invited to a Ripple event, I don't really completely know what's going on there. But if you're wondering, no, I did not get invited either. But still, I have, I think, less reach than this guy, right? Than XP Research Center. Because I can reach a lot of people with YouTube, but I only have 2,000 on Twitter, or 2,600. But I'm not really that much of a Twitter guy. I really don't know what to post on here. I've never really used it, like maybe 7 years ago or 6 years ago. 8 years ago it is already, 2011. I used to use Twitter a lot, but nowadays, yeah, no, I have no idea what I should be putting on here. Should I be putting everything I'm putting in a video as well, or should I just do small little motivational quotes, or update you guys with news on here, even though I also do it in videos? I have no idea. XRP Zen went on Twitter to state, "Serious question. How does the new project by CoinField Exchange affect the demand of XRP if transactions are in Solo? Does building directly on the XRP ledger affect the price of XRP?" At Galgatron, because Galgatron could have most likely replied to this question or would have known an answer. But instead, Joa Katz, the CTO at Ripple, replied. He said, "Almost any project that brings valuable and desirable issued assets to the XRP ledger should be good for XRP. Features like auto bridging and XRP being the only asset that every account can hold make natural incentives to use XRP as a liquidity tool for on-ledger exchange." Damn. I don't know why, but Joel Katz always explains it in such a way that you really, really understand it simply. I really don't know what it is about him, but I think he has a gift right there. Maybe he has a whole team just sitting in his basement, typing for him as he speaks it out loud. I don't know. But it all sounds so clear, even though normally when he writes something down, like in one of the papers, I'm pretty much confused till the end. But on Twitter, he's always very clear, and I like that. Ripple Spring makes strategic investment in Sweden's Towl Labs. Ripple's investment and partnership arm Spring has entered into a strategic partnership with Towl Labs, a Swedish startup that aims to simplify crypto self-custody. The investment from Spring will support various Towl Labs projects for the next 2 years, including the development of its hardware wallet firmware. Well, guys, you know what I think about hardware wallets, right? I told you guys, don't keep your money on exchanges if you don't have to. Make sure you go ahead and invest in a hardware wallet. I have a link in the description below. It leads to Ledger, and I'm personally going to be buying another one too, just today, because they have a limited edition. And I don't know, but they're baiting me with this one, all right? I like limited edition things, and To the Moon edition looks pretty cool. You get a pretty cool box attached to it. I don't know where you can see it just now, but there's a pretty cool box attached from the To the Moon edition. Here you can see I want to have it. I don't know what it is. I have a couple of limited edition ledgers, and I have a couple of normal ones, at least Ledger Nano S's. I have them here on the side, and they work really quite fine, really nicely. It's just a small little this thing here with a string attached. At least that's what I have done with it. And you just hook it up with USB. The previous one, right? This one is Bluetooth, but the previous one you just hook up with a USB cable to your computer or to your phone if you have the other kit. That's it. You can just send your money over there. All right. You don't even need the cable to send money over there. You don't even need the thing to send money on there. But if you want to send money out, you need the thing. And what hardware wallet is so good for is that it keeps your coins really freaking safe because nobody can access them. And what I always like to say about exchanges is, if it's not your keys, it's not your money, right? And if you deposit it to exchanges, you're literally pushing your money out of your wallet into their wallet, so you don't control the keys. So if they disappear and go to whatever country or whatever offline place they want to go, you've lost your money and there's nothing you can do about it. And especially since with BTC / these other cryptos, you cannot pull payments, you can only push them. If they don't decide to push them back to you, you're never going to see your money again. With a hardware wallet here, you're kind of mitigating the risk of losing money by having control over it yourself. So yeah, you can just export the private keys as well if you're worried about them stealing your money. You can just take the keys out so you can always still have control over your money. But yeah. Ripple's investment is again, with Towl Labs here from Sweden. The wallet will be offering support to all XRP ledger transaction types and serve as a non-custodial web interface for the XRP ledger. Towl Labs will focus on building hardware wallet firmware with full XRP-L support for Ledger Nano S, Ledger Nano X, and Tracer T. Again, this one is the one I recommend you guys to buy. This one is the one I personally have still used. But when I bought it, it used to be $100 or 100 euros, and now it's only like 70 or 60. And this one is now 120. But this one you don't need a cable for because it has Bluetooth. So I'm really kind of keen on getting at least one of these. I also have the Ledger Nano or the Ledger Blue, but I don't see that one anymore. It's the bigger one. The I don't know if you can see it here on the side. Yeah, this is a phone, but it's like a little bit of a phone type of thing. It's a pretty big wallet, but I think that one is out of sale. I don't know what's going on with that one. I think that's here, this one, Ledger Blue. I also think of two of these. I've never used it, but it's there in somewhere in the vault. Here again, this is the one I have. One of the black ones, one of the limited edition ones, and a couple more colored. I think I have a couple more blacks as well, but those are the ones that I use. And again, these were $100 before, now only 60. This is again the limited edition thing, and this is the normal one. I still recommend this if you are interested in keeping your coins safe. So yeah, again, take it from me, it's worth it. allowing it to be securely signed any transaction type. The founder of Towl Labs, Marcus Alvila, wrote on his blog that the existing firmware only supported XRP payment transactions. However, the new firmware will allow for support for cross-currency payments, Alvila said. The new firmware, however, will support the signing of cross-currency payments, trust lines for IOUs, and tokenized assets, escrows, orders, payment channels, account settings, and so forth. Additionally, Towl will be also developing a new version of the XRP Toolkit, a web interface for interacting with the XRP ledger, and the new version will be designed to be user-friendly landing page and user documentation support for 17 XRP ledger transaction types, and full hardware wallet support will also be provided. According to the blog, the toolkit will also be implemented as a progressive web application with offline support for Windows, macOS, and the rest. And the upcoming updates to the XRP toolkit seek to achieve a trustless, non-custodial XRP ledger web interface where you can prepare and submit any transaction type from any device, signing using the wallet of your choice or one generated with the XRP toolkit. Apart from other additions, the toolkit will integrate XRP Labs signing platform XUM as a signing option. XRP Crypto Wolf on Twitter said, Ripple's Spring invested in Towl Labs. Congrats, rare data. Ripple's Spring supports Towl Labs' development of hardware wallet firmware supports for all XRP Ledger transaction types and a trustless non-custodial web interface to the XRP Ledger. I think, did I not have one more? No, okay. XRP's rising price may fall soon with the breach of the ascending channel. I've actually seen quite a lot of people comment about this phenomenon that we briefly mentioned yesterday, because a lot of articles have also been coming out about Bitcoin. Crypto community bearish on Bitcoin, predicting 6,000 soon, but there's a catch. And here you can see Angelo BTC says, patiently waiting for 6K BTC levels where I will add to long-term holdings. Good luck, homies. And Timothy Pedersen says, Bitcoin could drop to 6,000 according to GBTC's premium. Mike or Mo here says, here is another Wyckoff logic. Let's quickly check that one out. The price here, though, he actually did not state exactly where the point is at. Let's also assume it's about 6,000. Pretty interesting on that one. And what's the catch? Well, there's obviously a lot of people that are thinking it's going to go to 6,000. And yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer, I guess, to a lot of people. We're going to retest the levels of 6,000. However, history has shown us that more than once that when a lot of people from the community expect one thing, Bitcoin goes and does the exact opposite, which is also what happened in 2018, of course. People expected it to go down lower. It went down up crazily high. And also when people expect the price to go and moon, the price goes exactly the opposite way. So what these people think, what these people predict has no effect on what's going to really happen. And that's why I think, it's not really worth it to struggle a lot with yourself, with your mind. But it is kind of harmful for the main predictions, because here there's a lot of people going to be predicting the price to fall, price to really not take it very far, or to sell right now, even though in the end all these predictors, all these analysts are quite positive on Bitcoin and will actually go ahead and long/buy cryptocurrency if the price goes lower. So for themselves, it's actually good to throw out FUD so people will sell the coins and they can buy in lower. So ultimately, even for us, it doesn't really matter what the price does, because you can always make a profit. If the price goes up right now, you have instant gains. If the price goes down first, you can actually buy down lower, which means you still have gains. So it's a win-win. Ripple XRP price analysis indicate bulls to reach 30 cents. This is the other side of the spectrum, right? Other people are positive. And yeah, is there a backing to this? No, it's really basic, and in the end, we have no real way to say what is going to be happening, but it's just TA, right? It's just theories, it's just technical analysis, and people are expecting/hoping for things. Sometimes you should quickly just kind of lean with it, just go with the flow and try to understand what they're saying. In this case, I don't want to go fully into depth with the 30-cent price prediction, but it's just, again, that the bulls are going to be pushing XRP, and we could try to test 30 cents. I mean, it's looking like it, though. Like, we were discussing a price breach above 27.5 or below 26.5 for us to decide which way we're going to go this year. It's looking pretty positive right now. 24 hours, not looking too positive, but in the end, we're still above 29 cents. So, yeah. how Bitcoin could reach $5 million per year. This is again the way opposite side of the spectrum with all the predictions. How people are predicting Bitcoin to reach $5 million per coin at one point in the future. How people are predicting $500 a coin for XRP in the future. The problem is, the fun part is, it is all definitely possible, alright? The value of all money in the world is almost $100 trillion. What if Bitcoin kills Fiat and takes over its market cap? That will put Bitcoin at almost $5 million per coin. Is this going to happen overnight? No. Is this ever going to happen to take over all fiat? I don't really think so. I really bet against it. Could Bitcoin at one point in the future have a market cap of $100 trillion if fiat is like, let's say, a huge part more, double that if something ever happens, in the world? Well, in theory, yes, right? Use depth. You get a bigger number. Again, you can actually inflate these numbers by quite a lot more. In this case, the Complete Guide to FinTech and senior analyst editor jumped into the debate by saying that there's at least 3 to 4 quadrillion dollars in money in the world. In all likelihood, Greenspan added derivatives and similar values on top of M3. The value of all money in the world is almost $100 trillion, is what the moon said, but Matty Greenspan said, where did you get that number? Pretty sure all the money is closer to 3 to 4 quadrillion, and I'm also with Matty here. All the money in the world, that's if you include depth, that's if you include a couple of other things, you could just look it up out there, all the money in the world. You'll find a lot of different analysts saying different things, a lot of different theories about how much money is really in the world, because it depends on the way you view it. The CIA, meanwhile, goes all the way up to 80 trillion in their estimate by incorporating broad money, M3, into their figure, and there's a couple of others who will say a totally different amount of all the money that's literally in the world. But in the end, millions of dollars per Bitcoin could be estimated if Bitcoin would replace fiat all the way. Again, I don't think that will happen. I think BTC, XRP, and a couple others could really come high in assisting fiat / being a side note to them. But taking them over, I don't think so. Guys, that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you press the like button. And let me know what I should be doing better in the next video. Just let me know in the comments section down below. And also, guys, don't forget to press the like button and buy yourself a hot wallet if you've not already done so. I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.